Hey there, internet people. Welcome back to another episode of Fly Tech. I'm Dominic.
And I'm Nick, and as usual, we're brewing the latest and greatest tech news for you today.
Yes, sir. And we have a lot on our plate. Like for our first topic with Meta's new project, VoiceBox AI, Nick, take it away.
I got you. So, VoiceBox AI is essentially an AI tool that translates text into speech. The main standout feature is that it sounds lifelike, like it sounds like a real person, not like the fake Microsoft scam calls I be getting for real. You ever gotten those? Where like
Yes.
sounds like a robot? Like, bro, who's
Yo,
do that?
I've been getting them a lot lately.
They're like, yo, this is the FBI. Like, bro,
Yes. No,
bro,
but like they
it's
always
the
call
phone
and
get
they
off the
say,
Craigslist.
and then check this out. When they do call you, right? You sit there
Uh-huh.
for a little minute. You're like, all right, the robot's gonna start talking any minute. You ever notice that it don't start talking until you reply?
Nah, I never noticed that, bro. Maybe
Yeah, like if
maybe it
you,
waits to hear something and then it plays the
yes,
recording. That's
yes,
crazy. It's almost like having a digital assistant at your disposal, bro. It's like when you don't feel like talking, just type it. Like, I wonder if you could do that and make it play to somebody on the phone. That'd be crazy.
mm-hmm.
That'd be
Watch,
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you about that. I'm gonna tell you
And
about that.
on a more serious note, think of the potential for accessibility. Like if you have a speech impediment, if you can't talk, because remember, what's his face? And
Who?
the guy that knew about the stars that was on a chair and he
Oh, I know
saying,
who you're talking about. I know who
and
you're talking about. I forgot his name. I
you
forgot his
know how
name.
I mean, I don't know if this will work for him, but you know how it sounded like a robot talking.
Yeah, because you had to type onto the thing.
Right. So imagine it's like you're talking like to a natural speaking person in a way.
Like, so check this out. Lately there's like this major scam going on, like
Uh huh.
to where they'll use like, so those scam calls that you get, right?
Yeah.
They'll send out a scam call, whatever. You'll be like, hello. And then
Okay.
sometimes like you'll think like, oh, it might be an actual person or it might be like a scam. You just be like, hello, and as soon as the thing starts talking, boom. Bro, they could take that little clip of your voice of you just saying hello, right? And then they'll mimic it and they'll write, like, for an example, let's say you'll receive a call from me, but it's not really me, right?
Right.
And then once you get the call, like I'm saying, oh, I need help, da da da. I'm over here.
Right.
Can you send money over here? Da da
Right.
da. Whole time, bro, I'm perfectly fine. I'm not in danger, no nothing.
So they
That's
copy
like
your
the
voice.
biggest scam that's been going on. Yes,
They copy your
yes.
voice and then they trick people. Yeah. I mean, if it was you and I, for example, even though it really sounds like you, like I know, like you can copy their voice, but you can't copy their delivery, right? So you say
Exactly.
certain things that they might not say. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be
Mm-hmm.
like, is it really you? Like, what were you? I don't know, bro. Like, what was your schedule like yesterday? They're not gonna be able to answer
Exactly.
that question, right? But not
Nah.
everybody's gonna go like investigative mode on them. They're probably gonna believe them and then go from there.
Exactly, because of the heat of the moment. Like, yo, your loved one's in danger. You're like,
Right,
yo, what's
right.
going on right now? Yo, Susan, come here, come downstairs.
Bro,
Johnny's on
believe it
the
or not,
phone. He's in danger.
I had gotten a phone call saying that they had my sister, right? And I was
Mm-hmm.
working. And but the weird thing was that they said, "Oh, we have your brother." I'm like, "My brother," and then they're like, "Oh, your sister." I was like, "All right." I was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
bro, what the heck?" And they made up like this dumb story where like, yeah, she was driving and she hit my nephew like on a motorcycle, and now we have her because I don't know, like, you gotta pay us some money, and beautifully she was not picking up the phone. So I was like, bro, like, is this real? Like, and then I called my dad and he pretty much said like, no, I haven't talked to her. But luckily enough, within 30 minutes she gave me a call back and I knew she was safe. But bro, a
Yeah.
lot of people fall for it. A
That's what I'm
lot of people
saying.
fall for
Like,
it.
it can happen to anybody. It could be any type of situation. Like, it can happen, and that's the crazy thing about it. And the whole thing is, like you were saying, you're not gonna go into full on investigative mode right away.
Right. And what if they just make them say a few words and then they're like, we have it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, all in all, it's exciting to see how fast AI technology is moving and putting to good news. Speaking of exciting developments in the audio world, for our second topic, there seems to be a shakeup over at Spotify. Yes, Spotify. Apparently, Harry and Meghan's podcast deal has ended abruptly.
Yeah, this came out of left field. It's not like we're talking about Joe Rogan or anything, but the ex
My
royal
boy.
couple, they had a multi-billion million dollar deal with Spotify contract for exclusive podcast content, but it appears the deal fell through. The specifics are not clear, but it does remind us that the podcast industry is still somewhat unpredictable. Spotify caught me.
Yo, please,
That's fun.
please, please, yo.
Yo, we'll
Like,
do it for not. We can take off the multi section of the million. Like,
my boy said the multi section. We're doing for a million.
we'll do it for half off. Like, we'll do it for
Yo, my boy said just give us 50% of what the contract was worth.
that's it. We're not asking for much.
But nah. From audio, let's go to the audio industry for our third topic. The US is now the second largest electric vehicle company, coming in just behind China. Are you surprised about this news, Nick? I mean,
Being an electric car owner myself, I can't say I am, Dominic, but it's been clear for a while that the world is shifting towards cleaner, more sustainable options. You know, you got the paper straws, all that.
that's
The
facts.
electric
That's facts.
vehicles are a big part of that. However, seeing this trend materialize after all that talk about climate change, it's exciting, but it still gotta go like 100x like more before this makes like a huge difference for the climate.
That's facts. That's facts. Cause I mean, shoot, with the whole like EV thing, even Subaru is coming out like with an EV model. They released like new emblems for it or whatever. Like since they canceled out like the whole STI thing. So I just feel like a lot of these like car companies are just moving to EV. Eventually, shoot, imagine having like EV lawnmowers like in the future. Like what if this EV thing like really like takes off and then like everything's like full on electric. We got electric lawnmowers, like nothing's no more gas. They take away all gas stations. Like just imagine that.
Just straight superchargers. I mean, look, like a lot of people now use EV bikes. You got EV skateboards, you got EV cars,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like EV is like the SSD, right? And then cars are like a hard drive, like a spinning drive. You know what I'm saying? So like they
Yeah.
got like all these mechanical parts that made it work, but it's so much like slower. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As far as torque, because a gas car is still gonna be an electric car, like on a long, long run. You know.
Mm-hmm. Like
But bro, like nobody gets to top speed, so the driving experience is mostly 0 to 60 for
mm-hmm.
normal people. Like, when was the last time like you push your car to like the limit? You know?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
And if you did,
Can't
that's
even
not on
remember.
the daily. That's not on the daily. But the daily
Exactly.
driving, the fun experience of it is 0 to 60. When you go fast from being at a red light to being like 60 miles away, like I don't know, 60 miles away. But you know what I'm saying?
Like when it comes down to like the whole like helping out with the climate change and everything like that, like I'm excited for that. Like I totally 110% support it. I just feel like when it comes down to like that, I feel like instead of us like attacking like cars and things like that, I feel like we should like preserve wildlife, because we're like, us as humans, we're expanding and building on to like others lanes. Like bro, there's bears that come out into the city and just like chilling, you feel
Uh-huh.
me? Like same with deer, but thankfully like we don't
Wait,
experience
what?
that down
Hold
here.
on. How do we go from car to deers?
Because like
like what
look,
you
hear me
you
out.
saying that
Be-
gas cars are like about to be extinct or something like that? We need to preserve them.
nah, look,
Keep them in like a little like preservation area
so
where
look,
they can run free.
so look. So
Yo.
with the so you said it's been clear for a while that the world is shifting towards cleaner or more sustainable options, right?
Right.
regarding like about the whole climate change and things like that, right? But if you really sit back and you think about it, us building like all these different factories produce cars, like us expanding like apartments, things like that, building like more grocery stores, in a way we're cutting down more wildlife than we're actually like acknowledging and thinking, you know. So like in a sense, where's all these animals gonna be able to go? Where what's gonna happen with the trees? Because as far as I know, when I learned in school, like trees actually help out with like air quality and things like that. I
That's
don't
true.
remember too much, but
I
but
don't know how they work, but I heard they were good. I mean,
yes.
that's why we plant trees. We already
Exactly.
planted like a bunch of trees.
Yes. By
Mhm.
the way, if you guys go over to Max and Fix, every purchase that you guys make, um, what is it? You know more about it. It basically
Yeah.
like we plant trees. Give them the rundown about it.
All right. So any purchase, no matter what it is, AirPods case, whatever, MacBook, you literally plant a tree by making the purchase. So, it helps the planet. It's not much, to be honest. Like, I wish we could do more, but it's a start, because
Exactly.
it kind of cancels out all the pollution that, we as a company do, kind of, right? Because, there's still delivery trucks that's on their products, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of helps balance it out.
Facts.
But yeah, I wonder, like, other than planting trees, like, what else, like, the listeners could do to
Yeah.
help out the planet? Because sometimes it's like planting a tree sounds hard, but there's companies that do it for the cheap.
I mean,
Or
shoot. Our listeners can even just like you just see something like a piece of trash like on the sidewalk or like at the beach or whatever, just pick it up and just throw it away, you know.
right,
It's literally the little things that make the biggest impact, you know. And for all our listeners that are interested in on how to plant a tree with us, like Nick was saying, just head over to maxandfix.com. Go ahead, make a purchase. Every purchase that you make goes towards planting a tree. Other than that, again, going back onto that, we sell certified refurbished products. So basically, it's like taking your old devices and basically you're just gonna like it's like renewing them. So you're not going out and buying like a whole nother brand new device, because literally, if I'm being 110% honest, when it comes down to like these MacBooks, all the way from 2016 all the way up to like 2019 or even up to now, they all look basically the same. So if you can, it helps you guys out at the end of the day by saving some money and helping out the environment. So go ahead, jump over to shop.maxfx.com and go make a purchase today. But let's jump into our fourth topic. You all know Netflix, right? The streaming service has been quite entertaining, and of course, it brought us our most beloved show, Stranger Things, The Crown, and more. So let's take it away, Nick.
well, Netflix is taking a leap from the virtual world of food shows to the tangible world of, guess what, actual food.
What?
They're stepping into the culinary world with a restaurant of their own.
Yes, sir. Netflix, the movie streaming service, is opening up a restaurant. I gotta hear this. It's a fat boy's treat.
Yeah, it's a whole new venture for Netflix, and they're not doing it halfway. This restaurant will feature dishes and different settings from our favorite Netflix shows.
What? So based on what I'm seeing here, according to CNN, it looks like the pop-up restaurant is going to open on June 30th in LA. Of course, it has to open in LA. Like they never want to put anything near us.
For
So
real.
we'll definitely have to catch a flight to get there. I mean, you're technically over in that area, but I mean, it's
I'm
not the
halfway.
30th. It's not the
Um,
30th. Unless you're gonna camp out to the 30th. But also, you are able to make reservations on resy.com. That's resy.com. And you have to pay a $25 non-refundable deposit per person, which goes towards your final bill. What are you thinking about that, Nick?
All I know is that I'm flying Frontier if I have to.
Ah, so you're not gonna camp
Yeah,
out to the 30th?
I don't care if I keep on recline. Like I don't care. Like I'm sitting in the back. I'm flying coach. Yeah.
Indeed, Nick. Indeed. I mean, me personally, I can't wait, so I'm definitely I'm definitely gonna have to go out there and try it out for ourselves. Like I want to see what food they're offering, I want to see I literally want to see the setting. Like imagine you pulling up to the restaurant and you order like let's say they got something on the menu for Stranger Things, and next thing you know, boom, they bring it out like a whole um Stranger Things theme. Too many T's.
Burger.
That'd be cool. But hey, let's jump over into our fifth topic. Intel's Core series is getting a major rebrand. What does this mean for our chip lovers out there?
It's a great move by Intel, Dominic, because this naming scheme, the I series, they used it for so long. Like people don't get the difference between an i3 from today and an i3 from 10 years ago. They're like, oh, I got an i3. It must be the same thing, right? So they simplified their product names to Ultra instead of I, making it easier for average people like you and I to understand what we're buying. A more straightforward naming system is always welcome in the tech world. What do you
Facts,
think
facts.
about this?
I mean, me personally, like how you were saying, like, oh, i3. I mean, when like people call in and they say, oh, let's say I'm trying to do video editing, graphic design, things like that, like automatically, like I'm gonna tell them go with an i7,
Right, right,
but who knows, maybe I could be wrong, and an i3 could probably do the work, or an i5 could probably do the work. But naturally thinking like, oh, i7, 16 gigs of RAM, boom boom boom, okay, but why? Or even the i9, why? Me,
yeah. I mean,
ultimately, I'm thinking like, okay, i3 is lower than an i5, i7 is higher than an i5, i9 is higher than i7. So ultimately, it has to get faster with each processor.
right. So you go to the max.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they improve the chips a lot, just to improve competition, because Apple is blowing everybody out the water with these.
What?
And I love Apple and everything, but the chips are not really American. So
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like we depend on another country to create these chips. Remember the chip shortage?
Yes,
You think if we
TSMC.
exactly? You think if we had like really good chips in America, like we would have had that? Probably not.
Who
So
knows?
it's good. It's good that they're improving and everything like that. I'm rooting for Intel.
Absolutely, Nick. And our sixth topic. Microsoft is removing the integration of Teams chat into Windows 11, and they're going to stick with the Teams standalone app. What's your take on this? I mean, we use Teams on a daily basis, so what do you think? What do you think about this?
Well, Dominic, that's for work. So it's pretty clear Microsoft wanted Teams to be a central part of the user experience on Windows 11. And they're retiring the native integration. Integration meaning if you had Windows 11, it already came with Teams, but not the
Mm-hmm.
full version. Just like a little icon where you can chat with people, and they're taking it away. Some users may be upset, especially me that I always used it. That was sarcasm if you couldn't tell. I feel like they try to make like a iMessage situation happen for Windows, but it was complicated in my opinion. The name alone, think about it. Teams. That doesn't necessarily scream messenger, right?
Yeah.
Like if you see that on your computer, like you don't know about Teams and it's already installed there, you're not like, yay, like I can message my friends on Windows. Like, nah.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
plus, on top of that, too, like Teams, it bugs out. Like we experienced it today. Like when you try to send me an audio message through Teams, like it was
Oh my
trash.
god, bro. I wonder if that was an Apple limitation or what, because what's happening is that it's recording off the mics, but it's not using
Mm-hmm.
the noise cancellation. That's why you
Mm-hmm.
can hear every single noise.
I see. I see. I mean, shoot. Hopefully, they push an update out for that can possibly fix that. But speaking of updates, onto our final topic for today: Steam. Yo, I love Steam. You can't. Yo, Steam is A1 when it comes down to gaming,
Let's
but
go.
it's it's giving a facelift. That's big news for gamers, isn't it?
It is, Dominic. The gaming community has been waiting for this refresh of Steam's UI, and it seems they're finally gonna get it. For real though, it looked like it was straight out of 2008 for a long time. You can't lie. For real.
That's facts. That's
Yeah, the
facts.
updated interface improves notes, and you get more useful notifications. You get a more
Yeah.
polished look, modern, right? Which should significantly enhance, your experience if you use Steam for gaming.
Like me personally, I like Steam. Like I used it here and there. Like I've actually purchased quite a few games. I have GTA 5. By the
Okay.
way, if you have Steam and you get GTA 5, did you know that you could play online for the free ski?
What? I didn't know that.
Yes. Yes, that's the only reason why me personally I got GTA 5 on Steam. That's the only reason why. So I was able to play online for the free because you were able to connect your controller to your computer, things like that. Like it was like basically playing on a console, just all in one. Those who know.
You know.
But I mean, honestly, like I'm excited for this refresh. I don't use Steam as much today due to the fact that like I don't have that many games for it, and I'm more of like a console guy. Like I only used Steam like when I was younger, but like just knowing about this whole refresh and things like that, me personally, like I said, I'm excited for it. I want to see what they got to bring to the table, take us out of that whole like 2008 era. Like we're in 2023. I'm expecting something futuristic, but I
Yo,
mean,
and
I'm
they make
excited for
mad
it.
money. How are they not gonna invest in the user experience? Steam
Exactly,
is like
exactly.
the go-to place if you have a PC game. Like they own the market.
I feel like with Steam, they should make it to where like the Steam keys, like for the games and stuff like that, those could be shareable. I
Oh,
feel
you
I,
can let somebody borrow a game type?
yes. Like let's say you want
That'd
to
be
send
cool.
me a game, right?
That'd be
Boom.
cool.
I'd be able to borrow the game. Like I don't have the game like permanently or anything like that. You
All
can
right.
set it to where like okay, boom, you can borrow the game for like a week, and then it generates like a whole different Steam key
Hmm.
compared to the Steam key that you get when you actually buy the game. You
So
know?
would you still be able to play the game if I let you borrow it, or
Yeah.
not? Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get the same features as if you personally bought the game. So that way, let's say you got a game that just came out. I'm looking to possibly buy it for myself. You can
Okay.
actually let me borrow the game to see if I actually like okay, is this something that I really want to spend money on? Do I really want to spend the 60 $20, whatever the case may be? Do I really want to buy this game? Boom. I'll be able to basically borrow it from you,
Okay.
and I'll be able to play it, and then boom, I'll be able to decide. But borrowing does have its limitations, things like that. I let Steam decide what those limitations would be, but I just feel like it would be a great idea, you know?
That's a good idea. That way you can try the game before, but it, that's wishful thinking because money makes everything run, and
True.
they rather get two purchases rather than one. But what they could do is add one demo for every game,
Facts.
or like you
Fact.
can play, or they can do this. If the developer doesn't want to make a game, they can add a free trial. So you download the full game, but you can only play an hour. So
That's
you
facts.
get like the
I
hang of it.
I'll be cool with that. Or at least a week. At least a week.
At least a week, bro. You can finish a game in a week. At least a month.
Depending. For my hardcore gamers out there, yeah, you can finish the game in a week. I mean, I could beat Call of Duty in a day. So six
Dang.
hour, yes, bro. I can
Oh
beat Call
my.
of Duty in a day. Like the new Call of Duty that came out. When it first came out, I beat that game in a day.
Dang. I never played a campaign.
Campaign is fire. Campaign is fire. But all in all, that's the week tech. Well, that's tech in a week. From Meta's new AI text to speech sounding like a real person, Spotify breaking up with Megan and Harry. Ooh, the love triangle. Teams integration going away for Windows 11 and Steam shiny new UI. It's always a pleasure to keep you up to date with the latest tech news.
Absolutely, Dominic. Remember to leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or your favorite platform. It definitely helps the show grow.
Yes, and if you're on YouTube, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.